Last year, Six Flags St. Louis celebrated 50 years. On June 5th, 1971, the park opened as Six Flags Over Mid-America and was a third of the original 3 Six Flags parks. Today, it's home to a collection of 9 roller coasters. And while none of them are world class, there isn't a terrible coaster here either. With a great balance of 3 wooden coasters and 6 steel, there's something for everyone. Well, unless you're a child, because you won't find a kiddie coaster here. That's right, they don't have a single one. I guess Magic Mountain swooped all those up. On a positive note, at least we didn't have to deal with getting any of those shameful credits.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
Not that we're judging anyone watching this video.
No offense.
Alrighty then. This is our ranking of every coaster at Six Flags St. Louis, from worst to best. Before we get to the list, if you're enjoying our shenanigans thus far, please consider subscribing and giving this video a like. Number 9. River King Mine Train. It's slow, lacks banking and smooth transitions. It also has a one-size-fits-all lap bar. It's an aerodynamics mine train! When it opened in 1971, River King Mine Train was the best coaster in the park. It was also the only coaster in the park. In 1984, it briefly operated as a stand-up coaster under the name Railblazer. Ouch. Originally, the ride had 2 side-by-side tracks. Unfortunately, it was just too much awesomeness for one park to handle. Being in a sharing mood, Six Flags sold off one side to Dollywood. Sadly, the Great Smoky Mountains became jealous of its greatness, so it was sent off to Magic Springs in Arkansas, where it had nothing great to compete with. Every park needs a starter coaster. And with no kiddie coasters here, this is it. When it comes to aero mine trains, River King is towards the bottom of our list. River King? More like River Pawn. The majority of the layout is less than memorable. However, the final drop into a tunnel provides a nice pop of airtime. I guess you can say it has a happy ending. Number 8. Ninja. That's the one at Six Flags Magic Mountain. That's at Six Flags Over Georgia?
Go Ninja, go! Go Ninja, go Ninja, go!
Okay, that's not even a coaster. Who is editing this video? The guy who does the Six Flags commercials?
Sorry.
Next up is Ninja at Six Flags St. Louis. It's the coaster that sent Aero into bankruptcy. The first time. Ninja was built for Expo 86, also known as the World's Fair, in Vancouver, Canada, and operated for only 6 short months, the length of the fair. It was then relocated to its current location, where it's been operating since 1989. Coaster enthusiasts claim it's one of the worst coasters ever, so we went in with very low expectations. With the ride being designed and started by Aero, and then finished by Vekoma, it's obviously not a very promising combination. Thankfully, Ninja wasn't as bad as we expected. Not to say there wasn't any headbanging or roughness, because there was, just that the experience could have been far, far worse. Ninja starts off with a turn out of the station into a slow lift hill, which is either a way to build up anticipation or contemplate your life decisions. The first drop is shallow and leads into an inversion that's high off the ground. Clearly, B&M drew inspiration from Ninja when designing Silver Bullet. The loop is forceful, like you'd find on any Aero looper. Then, right into what feels like another vertical loop, until the track changes direction and you're nearly decapitated. They designed the ride with the assumption that a helmet consisting of big hair and Aquanet would be around forever. Ah, the 80s. What a weird time to be alive. But I digress. After the thrilling mid-course breaks, there's a turn into a rather fun double corkscrew. The ride ends with a low turn that pulls a good amount of G's. Number 7. Boomerang. Is it worth it? When it comes to Boomerang models, this one isn't that bad at all, which is the opposite of what we've been hearing. The ride is smooth and has minimal handbanging. It puts its thing down, flips it, and reverses it. The coaster originally opened in 1989 at Six Flags Over Texas, which is also the same year Ninja opened at Six Flags St. Louis. Yeah, it's that old. Number 6. Pandemonium. This Gerstlauer Model 420 spinning coaster originally opened as Tony Hawk's Big Spin. How fitting. But the park quickly changed the name after realizing they already had another bird-themed coaster. It's true. Here at ACN, we're all about facts. Why would we spin this story with fakey information?
Boo this man!
Depending on the manufacturer, spinning coasters come in a variety of seating configurations. With this Gerstlauer model, the seats face each other. There's an upside and a downside to this configuration. The upside is that it's fun to watch the reactions of those across from you. The downside is if they can't handle the ride. Yeah, it's another clone. You'll see a lot of those on this list. But it's a fun ride the entire family can enjoy together. And with that, it's a nice fit for the park. Number 5. Screamin Eagle. We heard great things about this John C. Allen designed coaster by Philadelphia Toboggan Coasters. Some of his other works include Racer 75 at Kings Dominion, Great American Scream Machine at Six Flags Over Georgia, and Racer at Kings Island. Screamin Eagle is considered to be one of his best. Unfortunately, it doesn't live up to the hype. While the ride itself was smooth for a wooden coaster, especially one of its age, it didn't provide that much in terms of airtime, and perhaps we just got it on a bad day. The weather was on the cooler side when we visited. The ride is a classic, and still a lot of fun, especially at night when you speed through the lush forests of Missouri right behind the park. Number 4. American Thunder. It's the newest coaster in the park, not counting Boomerang, which was relocated from Six Flags Over Texas, and it opened in 2008. Yeah, 14 years ago. It's almost like this park is the red-headed stepchild of the Six Flags chain. Kind of like how Valley Fair is for Cedar Fair. Some flagship park, eh? In that time frame, Six Flags Magic Mountain has received 4 and soon to be 5 major coasters. Not that we don't appreciate our home park getting a ton of coasters, but it would be nice to see Six Flags spread the love a bit. American Thunder opened as Evel Knievel, which is a rather odd choice for a theme. I mean, the last thing you want a coaster to do is fly off the end of the track. Well, unless you're playing Roller Coaster Tycoon. Some of the theming can still be seen, such as the entrance sign. That's totally not a jump with tire marks. The ride itself is your standard GCI fare. It's twisty, smooth, and fun, but there weren't any standout moments for us. Somehow, this one still ranks 4th. Number 3. Batman the Ride. For some reason, Batmans get a lot of hate for the simple fact of being clones. But come on, it's B&M. Is there really such a thing as a bad B&M? Okay, point taken. Batman the Ride is well known to be super forceful with 5 snappy inversions. It just totally kicks your butt. It's not an exact clone of the others. It's Batman in selfie mode. We also dig the original all-black paint job that this one still has. Number 2. Mr. Freeze Reverse Blast. A very strong candidate for number 1 coaster in the park. Mr. Freeze Reverse Blast is an absolutely amazing coaster, and far better than the Reverse Blast I get at Taco Bell. On our visit, the line was short, only a station wait. But it broke down 3 times, and at one point they ended up walking us around to the loading platform on the other side. I guess that's a benefit of having a dual loading station. The ride starts off with a backwards launch out of the station, which is very unique. The only other coasters to feature this are its clone at Six Flags Over Texas and Superman Escape from Krypton at Six Flags Magic Mountain. The transitions into the top hat and overbank pull strong positive G-forces, and there's excellent hang time in the top hat. But the coolest feeling of all is when you're launched backwards up the 218-foot tall spike, and then you do the ride all over again, forward. When it comes to theming, Mr. Freeze is one of the best in the park. Just look at that beautiful entrance. And the inside of the station is one of our favorites on any coaster. Number 1. The Boss. We absolutely love the work of Custom Coasters International, and the Boss is no exception. Fast, out of control, and great laterals. It also makes great use of the terrain. After leveling off after the first drop of 150 feet, it gives us a surprise dip as it shoots through the structure of the 3rd hill. The only disappointment is how hard the mid-course brakes are. You practically come to a complete stop.
Like the boss!
As we traversed the second half, we couldn't help but imagine how awesome it would have been had the midcourse not engaged. We also wish they hadn't removed the finale helix. It's a signature element on many CCI coasters that makes for an awesome ending, unless you hate laterals. Looking to the future, many speculate that it'll be redesigned by Rocky Mountain Construction. It's our hope that does not happen. Ideally, we'd love to see the Gravity Group step in, like they're doing with another CCI, Tornado de Zeus, and make slight modifications to improve the experience. And slap down those super comfortable Timberliner trains. While the Boss still ranks amongst the top 50 wooden coasters in the country, with some TLC and a few changes, it could be top tier again. And there you have it, our ranking of the coasters at Six Flags St. Louis from worst to best. But what's your ranking? Drop a comment down below, and thank you for watching.
Hey guys, here we are at the world famous Gateway Arch in St. Louis. Check it out.
Dude, that's a sky coaster.
No, that's the arch. We're in St. Louis. It's an arch.
We're at Six Flags. That is a sky coaster.
Are you sure?
Positive. Let me go show you the real one.
Okay.
Okay, this is the arch we need to go to. It's behind Busch Stadium.
Guys, I found it. I found the real one. That's the real one. I think it's the real one. It's not. Yeah. Check it out. It's a lot bigger than the one at Six Flags, but it doesn't have a swing from it, so kind of not as cool.